Yo, what it do? It's your boy, Yo Bay, who say, What's up, Records Lair Production. We back at you with another one. I know it been a while, boy, but I gotta get it to you. You hear me? I've been sitting back, doing my work, my due diligence. You know what I mean? Don't you worry, man. I'm back at it, man. All haters, sit down, get ready. You're gonna be in line in a minute. Don't you worry. Lunch be here. All right, so look, man. I'm ready to get y'all in on this new adventure I'm on right now, right? So I got this template that I do, and with this template, I'm gonna show you how to take any of your sounds, any of your projects to the next level with just adding what you already have, just giving it more weight, more body. You ever having that problem with your mixing? You like, man, it's almost there, but I don't want to add nothing else to the track because we add something else to the track. Guess what happened? It get cluttered. It's like it's bogging down. And you should know what I'm saying. It's getting cloudy. Well, I'm going to teach you a trick to keep extra headroom, and you ain't going to need it until you at the end of your mix. You're going to do everything normal that you normally do. You're going to go do all your mixing. You're going to go do everything you do. But at the end, you're going to go play with these one fader connected to a bunch of other faders, making a VCA, and you're going to control all your subs. And it's a very special way I do it because it's a parallel situation going on. Still, it's adding dry signal back in the mix. All right, so this will be great going to. First off, I have all my tracks here, and you see my kick, snare, snare, side stick, toms, ride. We gonna go through, right? All right, forget that stuff. That stuff don't matter. All these tracks, everything in orange is drums, the bass is in pink, the bass is going to a bass sub, drums is going to a drum sub, lead, sifts, they all going to their own sub. The lead going to a sub, all these sift keys are going to a sub. All right. So you can see you got vocals because this is a template. So all these tracks are already set up when I open this project. And if you need this template, and if I got all the man, I like to put my SSL right here. And I got the waves 1, 2, and I got the G and the E and the N from Brainworks. So if anybody you need this template here and you want your favorite plugins, this hit me in. If I got that plugin, I could make you a template where your first plugin will be whatever your favorite plugin is, or two plugins, whatever, and I can send you it. All right, so I got all of them set up. Not needing none of that right now because this just for the demonstration. Now, if you would notice over here, you see that it's lit up because we are using a VCA. Now, what is going on here? What is my VCA for? Now, if you notice on the back of all these tracks, let me see. I think it might be easy for y'all if I put it in mixer view. So let me drop this out. Let me get rid of all the stuff we don't need. Okay. Let me help you out a little bit. All right. Go down here. We're gonna make it smaller so we can get all the tracks right there. All right, we're not gonna need none of this. We can move this out the way for right now. We're gonna need it though. So put this right here. All right. Okay. So now if you would notice, remember this mixer at the fader point will only show the last fader in your track. So if you would notice, I have a volume and pan here that is feeding in from my track after the SSL console. SSL console got a limiter first on this one, then it. But if you pay attention, the same thing is going on. But after this rack plugin, this is where the special magic come in. This rack plugin is my two bus rack. Now, when I take this two bus rack, I run every track through this two bus rack. Every sub, all my subs. See everything that's labeled sub. Let me put sub on it. This one. All right. Everything labeled sub. So we got all the subs coming in to my two bus. Here go my two bus. It's gonna get crazy when you look at it, man. I'm telling you. All right. But let me tell you the things you don't gotta worry about. You don't have to connect none of these inputs if you don't want. You don't have to connect no inputs, but you do have to make an output for every track that you have that you want to run. And what I do for each track, because I run it this way, I come in and then out because I drop down and volume inside of here. I can't explain it. It's something that I did through trial and error. If I run it straight through, it's louder and it's still giving up the problem that I'm telling you. Because what I understand with my ears, I don't need nobody to tell me with dull dawn or none of that. If you turn this volume up, it is creating a triangle. When you get to the top, distortion is there. No matter what is going on, when you get to the top, you will feel if you have multiple tracks coming together, it's crunching together to try to fit all of them in. I can't explain to you on the technical side what's going on, but I know what's going on. So what I do is I put one of these on every. So you see this connected to drums, right? And then it's also going here to this, and then it's going output to the drums over there. You see, right? So I just did this for everyone. I know it look confusing, but if you in traction, you understand what's going on here. So I just made sure everything hooked up because if I want to sit something on my bus tracks like an audio file, it will still come through and go through the two bus rack and everything. Okay. So that's the reason I do that and put it on the inputs too. But you don't have to put on the input. But I just do it that way anyway. So anything I send to the drums is sure to get it. All right. So what I do, if you pay attention, I drop every fader 6 dB. You see this? Every fader, every fader, every fader. You don't gotta do it. I'm telling you, you can go in and do it your way. But I'm telling you, I know this from trial and error. This is what I do, man. I do this all the time. So what I did, if you pay attention, see this output here that's going to two bus. Imagine this as your main output. This is my real two bus. This is the master fader. This is it. This is my master fader. And then you go to my master fader. I got my master plugins on it, which is my bus compressor. And I think I have, yeah, EQ and a compressor. That's it. That's all I got. Now, if you would notice, that 6 dB that I took off every track, I put it back in a group with adding uh, 12 dB. So I put, like I say, you got to try it to understand. But this is how you get the volume to match right the way you had it when you was coming in. So already set it. This is something I done through trial and error. It works. So you put that in there. Boom. Once you got that set, but you got to remember, once you had that set, that every one of these tracks, they all outputting to one of these tracks over here, and they all in order too. So it's gonna be drums, bass, lead. But I never gotta come in here and touch this. This never get touched. It's never nothing you gonna ever have to do in here. You just set this and it's over. But you gotta run every track output parallel, the output of every one. If you will see, it's still going down there. It's still going here. The output of every one is still going here. You gotta go here. So once you run all them outputs to there, then you output it here to the two bus. Boom. So now you have your two bus track. See, this is my two bus track. So this is really my master fader inside of the DAW. This is my inside of the this is my DAW master fader, but this is the fader for my project. Everything is coming through here. But it get a little crazy around here. Remember I told you about this VCA. Now what this VCA do, I just put a track here, call it VCA. Let's switch back to the other view. Now, here we go. This is my VCA track. Now, if you would notice, I don't have my aux and my parallel fader because they basically auxes. This is the aux right here. This is the aux right here. All these auxes. So this is my parallel compressor right here. So I don't want this going back into the two bus. I mean, not the two bus. The I don't want this hooked up to my VCA. I don't want to be able to do the trick with these two. I want to separately control my aux and my parallel fader. Okay. So if you would notice, I have every other one hooked up to my VCA. And if you don't know how to do a VCA, this is how you do it. You come over to your track. I'm gonna just pick this right here to just show you. Go over to groups, add group. Boom. Once you add group, or you can go this way and do it. Go over here. It's the other way. Groups. Boom. Create a new group. Hit it right here. But if you see this, my group. So you would scroll down over here. You get the enable and disable here. You will see they light up. It lights up over here. You can change the color of each one. You can make as many groups as you want going to the same tracks. You do a lot of crazy stuff. Okay. So we enabled it. Now we scroll down and we got all of our subs except for the parallel fader and the aux sub going connected with our VCA. It's no audio coming through this track. This track is just VCA. So if you see why it's connected, it should, but didn't. Hold up. Let me make sure I ain't tripping. Do the right thing. Oh, hold on. I know. I don't know why once you cut it off, you disable it, and you have them at 0, it will not work for some reason. That's a bug. Uh, y'all got to check into that. Traction. I don't know what's going on with that. So we're gonna reset this to 0. Turn this off. We gotta disable it for a second. Reset all these to 0. Take these down because I don't want these up at all. All right, we're gonna reset this to 0. Okay, we're gonna reset all these to 0. All right, so now they reset it at 0. Now we gonna enable it. So now we're gonna enable it. It should work now. Hopefully. Let's hope it works. So now we got it. Okay, see? Our fader control the other faders. Now, what's going on with this fader? Back to the mixer view. Remember, the two bus, each track is passing through, stopping here just before this volume and pan. Okay. Now, the signal is going out of this two bus to this two bus track. How did I do it? If you will pay attention, each one of these two buses, you will see it. I kept all the ones that's on the sub, it's wet. They sending all wet signal, sending all wet signal, right? Because, oh, matter of fact, that ain't even right. It doesn't even matter which way you do it. It's sending, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, this do matter. This wrong. Hold up. Let me fix this right now. It's supposed to be wet signal. This one is wet signal. All these supposed to be dry. So supposed to be sending the same signal that already happened straight through here. No processing from the two bus. That's what you're doing this for. So we're gonna make sure it's dry and the main two bus is wet because it's giving me all that signal. It still was playing the whole time, but this it up at the end of your project, not the end, but I'm saying when you get to the point that you have a lot of tracks, you'll be losing CPU just for this. So this dry help you because dry not sending none of the wet signals, no processing really going. As long as it's dry, it ain't really no processing going on. It's only happening here where it's wet. All right. So here we go. Now we have it. You want this wet. Now we will go listen to what we have. It's just a little drum. It's just a little loop. A couple sounds I just was messing with just to get y'all this video. I ain't doing nothing to the tracks. Everything just sitting on the channel. There's nothing going on. But all right, now we can go to the main part. That's where the magic happened. Okay, here's where the magic happened. Now remember I told you we set this VCA up, right? Now this is my two bus. See, I'm only peaking at 18 dB. You're probably like, man, this track ain't gonna be loud enough, right? And you can see on here I'm just uh, filtering, and I did a low boost and a high boost, slight boost around 1K. I did a dip at 500, lower dip, YQ, YQ for both of them. So then got my bus compressor right here. So I want to show you, see, because I'm used to doing this all the time, and running it like this. Like once I set this up, this is the holy grail of how I want to do any mix from now on with how I have my two bus set up. So I take out mixes and start over and do it over just to make sure that this is done. So now, if you would notice, my compressor moving now because I'm talking, but it's hardly doing any movement when I press play because I don't need it doing hardly no movement. It's just there because you're going to see why. I'm going to go ahead and add this weight to it with using the VCA, the aux fader, and the parallel fader. And you can just go as extreme as you want to go as long as you got a clipper. Let me put a limiter right there. So we have something stopping it real quick. 'Cause I'm just ready to play around real quick. Let me see which limiter I want to use. Let me use the K clip regular. I love this clip. Three cool. The new one good, but it ain't better than this one. I'm just sorry to say, but it ain't better than this one. It got multi-band and all that. I hardly use it though. I don't need the multi-band clip. You should have handled enough of your mix. I'm limited, huh? What you doing? You making music I don't make. Here we go. So right here, ready to show you the magic. So here go my VCA. Now, this gonna only give you clean gain. It's gonna never be distortion. It's gonna be a double amount dose of whatever you have going to your master bus. So while you have that going to your master bus, let's watch. Now you seen what happened. These faders back here are moving. They are now moving because I am playing with the VCA fader, and that is giving me double amount of energy, double amount of sounds, double amount of everything, exactly the way I did it. It's not giving me no artifacts, no nothing. It's just so what this really do when you at that point, man, and you feel like you got your mix just where you had it, and because you've been tuned on probably one instrument for a little while that you've been trying to work on, you've been tweaking, you will just lose it sometimes hearing everything in the mix for a second until you come back and really listen. You be like, dang, I just drowned my snare. I just drowned my vocals. I need to pull it back up, but I like the way everything else sound. How many times did this happen to people? This happens all the time. So you would just go over. You could turn the VCA off now. Remember, you could turn this off. Boom. Now watch this. Turn this off. Go to my vocal fader, the box right here. Go here. Go to my back fader. Turn this up. I like it. It ain't nothing there, but I'm just telling you that this is what you could do. You could add in as much vocals you want. And let's see if it's not gonna be doing the if it's gonna do the right thing. All right, now remember, my vocal fader is already up. See? Now this should stay in the same position of gain ratio between this VCA fader while I move it up and down. Let's see if it works. Okay. See? See? See how that already jumped straight up to the top because it's already from zero. It was already up. So when I move it up, it go to the position it was, then it just jumps straight to the top. So, but that's what I'm showing you. But once you get it where you are wanting to use certain elements and stuff, I would just cut the VCA off. I would just disable the VCA. So let me go put all these back because it's gonna be weird because it already know that I moved that volume fader like I'm telling you. We wanna go do it like this. All right. So I got all reset to zero. Hold up. Reset to zero. All right. Turn this off. Just hit this for the heck of it, just to make sure it don't do no weirdness to me. Cut this back on. Let's see what we got. Make sure we still got control. All right, we still got control. All right, everything good. Hold up. I like the box fade is still doing the same thing. Let me see something. Let me go fix that. Yeah. See, this one still got the extra gain that I gave it. Gotta reset that to zero. But you see, when I reset that to zero, what it did? Reset this to six because I got it enabled. Let me go disable it and do it. Reset this to zero. Hold up. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna set this to -6 so they all be even. All right, now I can enable this back, and we should good to go. Yeah, we good to go. All right. So as you saying, now watch this. Like I already showed you some, but then it still get crazy, man. Like, all right, we going to just go, and you gonna hear this up. And see, once you add that much weight, and you already like your sounds, it's gonna already get. It's gonna get better. Let's watch. You can look at you can look at this and see that that's clean signal. I'm telling you, man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Let's go see what the compressor doing, y'all. Let's look at the compressor, man. So, so what I'm saying, look, remember I told you I hardly did anything. Made sure I just was tapping the compressor, right? So now I control how hard I want to hit my compressor right here. I only want 4 dB, so about 3. All right. So now I got that. So now let's see what it sound like if we go to the average. Oh, 6 dB gain reduction. Let's see what we sound like. We're gonna crank it in. Crank it in off if you want. I like the gain on here. The gain on here real good, and I like the gain on here. These good gains right here. They gain. It'd be crazy if people don't understand it, but this serious. The gain on this plugin is phenomenal. These two plugins, the gain, it don't do that effect. I got it do it at a certain point, but I'm saying it's a way longer time before the triangle effects start happening at the top of your audio. So let me go ahead and turn up on here. OBS ain't gonna let me go on the tape mode. Tape mode too strong. It ain't gonna work. Once OBS running, that's it. All right, man. I hope y'all got it. Hope y'all like the video. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for watching. It's your boy Obey who say like, subscribe. We need y'all, man. Need y'all to sign up, man. Support me. I can support y'all. Feel me? That's it, and that's all, man. It's your boy Obey who say signing out. Thank y'all for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell a friend who will tell a friend. Send them to the channel, and I'm out.